My radio voice on.
Your radio voice?
Okay. Are we taking them off or are we keeping them on?
We're taking them off.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's up, everybody? This is Sana Chicana Nature. Welcome to the second podcast. Woo woo! Yay! And I've got some extra special guests with me. Don't worry, they're not criminals. Because we're brown doesn't mean we're criminals. Oh my goodness. Anyway, these are some wonderful people from LatinX Dallas, and I'm gonna let them introduce themselves. So we'll start on this side of the table over here.
Hi, my name is Soya, and I do the social media for LatinX. I'm part of the social media team.
Hi, I'm Leo, and I do the social media as well for Feed the Revolution, which is a part of LatinX, and I also cook. And
my name is Oscar. I do Feed the Revolution, and I guess part of organizing as well. That's about it.
That's it. They act like they don't do all this wonderful stuff. Every single week they're involved with something around our community, including Oak Cliff Veggie Project. What are some of the other things that y'all do?
Harvest Project.
Oh, the Harvest Project. We love the Harvest Project.
they are
Voluntary cleanups every now and then.
Mm-hmm. That's where we all met, actually.
Oh, tell me. Wait. Okay, so tell me about this. Let me get in my position. Okay. All right, tell me all the things. So how did y'all all meet together?
so we were protesting, probably, when was it, like end of July?
End of July, yeah.
End of July-ish, and we met Rojo at a protest, and from there, I think we met Oscar at a after we were protesting a lot at the beginning, and then afterwards we met Anthony, who's a part of Harvest Project, and then we started volunteering a lot more with them during the food distributions, and that's where we actually met Oscar.
Unfortunately.
That's where it all just went down.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no camaraderie at all with you two.
No, not at all.
That's where the luck changed.
Yeah, but after that, after Harvest Project, like we said, we met Rojo, and we would send Rojo information. And then slowly but surely, like, you know, he was like, let me add you to the WhatsApp group. Like, let me give you this and this to do. And it just kind of started blew up.
Yeah.
We became a little community.
So tell people about Harvest Project a little bit more, because I know not everybody who's watching this YouTube may even know about it. I know that, like, of course, everybody in LatinX Dallas who's a part of this would know, but not everybody else. So tell us a little more about Harvest Project.
Well, Harvest Project is this great organization that they salvage food that would otherwise go to landfills, yeah. And so we, show up every Wednesday and Saturday morning, and we go through the food. We salvage what we can, and what we can't, they compost. And then we make food boxes for people. And what's great, it's 0 waste. And what's great is that they don't ask for ID. It's literally, how many boxes do you need?
Right.
And that helps immigrant families a lot, because often they're hesitant to go anywhere where it's like, show me proof of ID, show me this. And so it's kind of like this great safe space, and it's awesome because we get to do all of this stuff. And Oscar once said something that really touched me. You were like, what's your favorite part about it? Is I think you said, he was like, my favorite part is loading the boxes into the cars.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, just seeing the face of the people, like, just they're literally telling you thank you, like a genuine thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's really, I guess it's like a stress release. It's really nice just helping people that actually need the help. And the fact that it's like that, like no questions asked. Like, here it is. And then, like, they just come in, like, I think they feel kind of comfortable. And, well, the people that are there, too, like, the volunteers. Everybody there, it's like Sonia said, it's our own community. So it's a really nice safe space for everybody. Whether you're going to go get food or you're going to volunteer, it's definitely life-changing. Yeah.
I feel like then makes it so great and just so much fun. And what's nice is I feel like we all have immigrant parents, so it's different. It hits home. Right. And like, my mom's an immigrant and she's an illegal immigrant, and so like, it would have been awesome if something like this existed when she needed it, because I know there were times where she needed it, but she didn't get any government help because she's not from here. So, you know, like these people need help, but the government doesn't care because they're not from here. But regardless, they still need help. So
they're still human beings at the end of the day, you know. It's sad. And then also in the area that you know they do it in South Oak Cliff, it's a food desert pretty much. Like literally you get there and you don't see there's not even a gas station around there. You have to drive, you know, 15, 20 minutes just to get to a gas station.
yeah,
So,
I was in desperate need of a tampon, and that's how we found out. I was like, God damn it, Leo, I need one. So,
but yeah, so it's crazy, and it's just like Oscar said, that expression on their face, like there's nothing more pure, more humane than that. Like it's amazing. And then also the volunteers are great. You know, it's always a good time. So
I mean,
I'm really
the
glad.
three of y'all for sure.
Yeah, I mean, the day we met, we were having some bachata classes.
yeah.
The day.
It was
It was really nice.
It wasn't you teaching it, right?
Damn, Oscar.
I'm just gonna call you out because you didn't get up to do the dance off with us while we were dancing in Taos. So you know, just
Wow,
in
loser.
the morning I came to get y'all. It was,
Oh.
I
That's
got-
right. That's right.
We were having some twerking
Bethany
sessions.
was the star there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, shout out.
All right, so silence, awkward.
Moving on.
No, so like South Oak Cliff, first off, y'all know I'm from South Oak Cliff. And, I always think that anything that's going on there, like Oak Cliff Veggie Project, especially because like that's Oak Cliff, like Plez, but shout out to Plez and Danae and all the people with Harvest and everything. But like getting to see people from, you know, from the area or not even from there, just like coming in, people that look like us that are, you know, that are not. I'm sorry, people that do not have melanin, but like
White saviors.
that phrase. Okay, I'll let you say it. But just understand, like, it is definitely good to have people that are role models that look like us doing these things, so that people understand, like, we haven't given up on each other.
Exactly. Like, we don't need saving. Just give us the tools, because who knows the community better than the people who live in the community? But we're there.
Yeah. All right, so individually, let's see. Oscar, we'll start over here because, you know, I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Oscar, you know, I was real deep in Taos, and then we're getting deeper right now. So I just want to ask you, like, who do you feel you are at this moment for the community, and who do you feel you are, like, just in general? I know you're a dad for sure, but, like, you know.
First of all. I don't know. For the community, just a helping hand, pretty much. Like Harvest Project, it was going on before me. It's gonna go after me. So right now, just a helping hand, pretty much. Hopefully, some inspiration, especially when it comes to Feed the Revolution. Just you know, trying to, I guess, deviate a little from the classic, like non-vegan stuff.
Wait. Talk about Feed the Revolution. See, you like open up Pandora's box.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So part of the being an influence is from Feed the Revolution, which we're just trying to show that it is possible to eat without consuming animal products, whether it's meat or dairy. We actually like to be a little like challenged on the things we do when it comes to replacing stuff. So we're trying to expand as much as possible to inform people that this is possible and that we're doing it with the rescue produce that we get from Harvest Project, some things that we get from OCVP, and you know, this is the same thing that people are getting in their homes. So it's definitely something that they can do. So we're just trying to shine some light on really their what they can do with the produce they get, other than just, you know,
All the possibilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or use
We're
it
trying
as
to exploit
sides.
everything.
You know,
Yeah.
it could be your main entree and still be delicious. In fact,
Yeah.
more delicious, I feel like.
It's about like highlighting the vegetables instead of just adding meat, and that'll be your highlight. Like you don't need it.
I don't need my
You
bacon.
don't. You don't.
You know, they actually,
You want it,
yeah.
but you don't need it.
I'm like, oh man.
No, but they actually make it like taste really good because I'm someone who I eat meat. I know, and I'm trying to get away from it.
Same.
But before I tasted their cooking, vegan food comes to mind, and it's ugh. No offense, but most of the time I think of it as super bland, and it doesn't have any flavor.
We were talking about the smoothies earlier, right?
Yeah. But it wasn't made by them, so. Pero, I had their vegan food, and I was like, holy shit. I was like, I could be a vegan if it tastes like this. If I can make food like this, fuck it, I'll do it, because it's so fucking good. But
Thank you.
God down.
Leo's like, yes. Do the hair flip. All right,
It
well.
means a lot.
All right, Leo, you ready? You're in the hot seat. Let's do it.
So basically, I think for me, as part of the community, I think just as Oscar, I mean, I'm just here to add on to what's already, been going on. And I know that it may seem small, something small, but at the same time, the bigger picture, when we all come together and do our little part, it builds this enormous, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It builds up to this,
Great thing. That's
yeah,
great.
It's a great thing.
We have power in numbers.
Right. And it never ceases to amaze me, the amount of people that are willingly coming out here, because no one's paying you, you're not doing it for the clout,
Unfortunately.
What? We don't do it for the gram?
No,
What?
these people are genuinely there because, their heart is there, and there's nothing more pure than that. And so to me, I'm inspired daily by, these two, first of all, and then everyone that we're around constantly. It just makes you want to be better, genuinely. So there's nothing, I don't know, there's nothing more heartwarming than that. So these experiences to me are very wholesome, and especially with FTR as well. One of my biggest passions has always been,
Feed the
cooking.
revolution.
Yes, sorry, feed the revolution. So it's really cool, especially when we get these challenges, because literally what we do is we go out to the distributions and we see what we have, and then we're just okay, so we can do this, and this with this, and this. So we're thinking on the spot. It's on the go, and then we get together Saturday morning and accomplish that. And then on top of that, we go back to the events, and then people get to try these foods. So it's awesome.
I tried the empanadas one time. They were delicious.
I honestly missed those, but I heard a lot of great things.
They were wonderful.
Molly.
Shout out to Molly. I wanted to try, I heard about the tortas that y'all made.
Oof,
And I missed out on them. I forget what I was doing. I think I was on a hike or who knows what.
Those were fire.
I was sad. I was like, man, because I go volunteer when I don't have a hike or when I'm not doing all this stuff. So it's very rare, but I get a chance to. And then I'm like, who brought us? I'm like,
We'll just have to make them again,
I know.
But yeah, and you learn new things constantly too. Because with Feed the Revolution, we started a thing where we'll have a lead chef per se, and so every weekend we have someone else leading. So it's cool to pick their brains and see what they come up with and their process and everything. So you're constantly learning, you're constantly growing, and while you're giving back to the community. So what more could you ask? So
Well, I'm gonna ask that we go forage for some dandelion greens, and then we make something with it.
let's do it.
Cause
You need to lead one of these Saturdays.
will.
So
Oh
yeah.
yes.
Your salsa.
Did y'all eat it all?
Yes.
Oh my God, yes.
Honestly, I
Did it
think
make it
only
home?
lasts, two
No,
days.
it made it. No, actually, it did make it home, but I used it during my lunch. That's what I had for
Yeah,
lunch.
Yeah, 'cause they
Might have
slept
made
the
it
whole
2
way.
days.
So you
I didn't
drove by
sleep.
yourself?
I had to work at 5 in the morning. I actually went to work. I didn't even sleep. Well, no, I did actually. On the way back, I slept for a few hours. But I went straight to work. We got to Zoya's because that's where we all met up whenever we left. We got there and I went straight to work from there. So
Oh man, how long did it
So
take y'all to
worth it.
get from From Taos to.
Well,
About
we made a
13
pit stop.
hours.
But
Did you go north?
we went.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
got you. I
We
got
wanted
you.
to see the views, you know?
Yeah.
I know
and
that-
it was snowing.
Oh,
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. If you're on the road, like there's always.
You gotta enjoy it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
That's
have
what
to.
road
Did y'all
trips
see
are
a
for.
bear?
No, we saw a ram with you though.
Yeah, we
That's
did.
true.
It's the coolest shit ever.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oscar, for saving Gus's life, Gustavo's life.
He was shaking.
Gus is my dog. Tell him about that moment. Like, it was crazy.
It
Oh,
definitely was. So we were sitting on the edge
Oh, yeah.
of the canyon, right? And so I had called us about it, so we kind of got a little heads
Yeah.
up.
We were like, maybe we should
And
move
then-
inland a little
Like,
bit.
oh, is it really gonna show up or not? And then we turn and it's right there. So it's like, well, let's get up because these things just come and like bump you, and we just need a
And
little
we were
bump and
literally
we'll be
like right
yeah.
there.
scaring us.
Little gust of wind. And
Oh my God. I just remember going, nobody move. Wait, where's Gus? And I was like, oh, thank God. I think somebody had you, like, got a footage of you at first with Gus in your hands. And it looked like you were holding a child. It's like your dad instincts
I got
jumped in.
experience.
All right, are you ready for the hot seat, Zoya?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So tell us about it.
Okay, so I mainly run the Twitter page for LatinX, and you know, we're starting this. So for me, like my big thing, and I like, you know, I thank my mom for this, is education. Like to me, education is important, and I think it's really important for our people, especially because, you know, we don't always have access to that. Like the areas we grow up in, your zip code determines your future, and so, you know, with Twitter, it just started with, you know, sharing like where we're volunteering, who we're working with, and then we used to do a question of the day where it was just kind of like, you know, just asking questions to like get people's minds going. And now we've turned it into this thing where we're reading this textbook and we're gonna like share snippets of this textbook out there. And granted, maybe that's not much, but it's some information and it's free information that we're condensing. That's powerful. Like I'm taking a Latino politics class and I never knew about Dolores Huerta. I knew about Cesar Chavez, but I didn't know about Dolores Huerta. And they wrote her out of history books because she said Republicans hate Mexicans or Hispanics. And I mean, I don't think she was wrong, but apparently the school board had an issue with it. So I never got to learn about her. And learning about her, like, that made such a difference to me because I'm like, this was this powerful, badass woman who had children, who didn't give a fuck what anyone said and was just out there, especially like in a machismo culture. And I think it's important for kids who are like us to see themselves represented, to know that, like, you know, we can change shit, we can do shit. And that's kind of why, like, we're starting this new initiative with Question of the Day, where we're sharing information, and I want to share, like, our leaders, people who were of inspiration, movements, like, to know that, you know,
that we
all-
hold power.
all power to the people. Yeah. And so that's kind of one of the fun things I get to do. It's funny though, because when you start doing social media for like work, because I call this my job, right? Even though I don't get paid. And I'm like, oh my God, this isn't as much fun anymore. But
Same sometimes. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's just sometimes. But no, like I love it. And I love what LatinX is. I love that Rojo, who's like, you know, our main leader, like how much just trust he puts in all of us, and he'll just give us stuff to do, and just he'll be like, okay, go with it and fly
Full
with
of
it.
ideas, like,
Yeah.
left
Yes.
and right.
Yeah.
Any conversation you have with him is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
You'll have
I
to
love
ask
him.
him about his tree climbing.
Yes, we've heard stories from you about it, about how he just loves trees.
Yeah, and he'll have to demonstrate. He did not get a chance to demonstrate the day he was with me, but ask him about his stories about trees. Yeah. So, each of you has like such a strong, first off, a strong spirit and just like a strong sense of community and wanting to make sure that things are getting done. And I've been just like really just lucky to know y'all and very like honored to be able to see as things have progressed, because I only got to meet, like, I just started Chicana Nature in August. And it all started with the idea, and then like I went to Oak Cliff Veggie Project to go volunteer, and then met Miss Helen, and then things just started snowballing. And it was like cool because y'all had just kind of met only a couple months before that. And so it was like, I was like, oh, y'all been in a thing for a while, right? And I was like, sure. A while, like, and stay in shelter terms, yes. Like, we've all been like, this has been a while. It's fine.
2020 was just like extended.
I know, right? It's good. Sometimes it feels like we just met, no? And then we'll like count the months and we're like, oh God. We're like, we've been doing this for a minute.
But then I don't know, our relationship,
there's a vibe,
it feels like, it feels like we've
years.
known each other for our whole life. And it's like the opposite, because when you count back, you're like, dang, I've only known you guys for 3 months and we're this close? Like, what?
Y'all traveled out of state together, all the things.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And
It's really cool.
Me and Leo used to be like, because we've known each other for like 7 years, almost 6 years. But we were never like, we like hung out in a friend group. And it's not until like we started doing all of this together that we've like,
really,
yeah.
Really bonded.
Yeah, so it's been really nice.
Sister.
Aww. That's why people think y'all are related.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was lucky enough again to go on a wonderful trip with y'all. Y'all made my dream a reality. And, you know, because I told y'all, it was supposed to be a year from December that we were going to do any traveling. And then I was like, oh, let's just do it. And then it happened. And Zoya, I think you were one of the first people that jumped on the opportunity and reached out.
Because I was so excited. I was like, I get to hang out with you, first of all, which is awesome because I freaking love you. I remember, I think I only had met you one time before that. And I met you very briefly.
And Molly's, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I was like, damn. I was like, she's so cool.
Yeah. And Molly was harassing you about the way you were chopping things.
She always does. She's some prep fight.
Molly, did you hear that?
She knows. She
She's
knows.
gonna be cringy.
Yeah.
We're gonna tag her in this. We're just gonna make sure. Yeah. So you reached out to me, right? So tell me about first off, your first thought of what were we gonna do? Because I know I was very
I was okay. So I'm not much of a hiker. I live a very sedentary lifestyle. I'm okay with that. I'm trying to change it. It's not going so well. But yeah, you said we were, I was like, okay, Susana nature hikes. And I was like, fuck. And I was like, that means I'm going to have to so I was expecting these steep hikes. And I was like, how am I going to keep up? And I bought all of these under layers of clothing to stay warm. And it ended up being this because I knew it was going to be fun. But I think it was something completely it was just so much more. It was my expectations were already high because like I said, I get to hang out with you and I get to hang out with my friends, and it just was blown. It was just wonderful. Yeah, we got to see an otter and a ram. I was like, oh my god, there's such things as freshwater otters, and then I felt so dumb, but
There's animals outside.
I was like y'all exist and I get to see it.
They look like wet dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're jumping through.
They're so cute. I just wanted to go in there with them. I was like, be my friend. Yeah.
It was so funny because I was walking and I'm leading the hike, and then all of a sudden I turned around and noticed only one person was behind me. And then I go, wait, oh, there they are. And I was like, let me go back. And then I peeped what y'all were seeing because I'm watching them jump in the water, and I'm like, oh. And then y'all were so excited. It was like watching kids. It was so good. Gotta love it.
That's what it felt like. Yeah.
That's how I felt when Sawyer got in the water.
Oh, I know. I wasn't expecting to do that.
Honestly, she just jumped on that right away. I didn't even have time to say
I didn't
anything
take her
to
seriously when she was like, I'll go. I'm like, no, she's gonna stop on that first rock.
And no, she just.
Yeah.
She didn't even
Where's the
stop.
footage? Because y'all were supposed
I sent it to you.
You sent it. You did send it
Okay,
to me,
okay.
and then I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so dumb."
No! You were adventurous.
Yeah.
That's what happened.
I just really wanted her glitter sticker because her merch is awesome. So that's what it was. That glitter sticker was just like in my mind, and I was like, I have to have it.
Yeah.
She also stepped into the kitchen, so she's really branching out. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then look, I tried to make my own spaghetti sauce and me quemé. So.
Let's stick with
So I'm
baby
taking,
steps.
baby steps, baby
Salads
steps.
first.
Hey, mira.
Smoothies.
Yeah.
So what was, I know we talked about Pits and Peaks, which everybody should have seen by now. 'Cause that was one of the videos that we posted while I was there. But it's been a minute, like, what was it now, 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks since we traveled. So have you thought, thinking back, so when we talk about Pits and Peaks, like pits are the worst thing that possibly happened, or like something that you wish would have been better. And then peaks were like the top ones, right? So what did you feel like after 2 weeks later? What was your pit and what was your peak? And you can throw out a couple.
My pit was when my socks got wet. That's why I marched my ass back to the car. I was like, fuck this. I was like, I'm going to do this hike. I'm going to do my loop, and I'm going in the car. I was like, I don't give a shit. I was like,
She bailed on it.
yeah, I was like, I've done my rounds. I was like, I finished the hike. I was like, and I like hightailed it out of there. I remember I passed by you, and you were like, are you sure? And I was like, yep. I was like, I'm out. My socks are wet. I'm done.
There really is nothing worse than wet socks, though,
But
especially
see, yeah.
in the cold.
But then I came
Yeah.
across the ram, so it was like, I think it was meant to be, you know? Something was pushing me. The wet socks were guiding me.
There are no coincidences.
Yeah. I'm basically Jesus. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We're in a church.
I wish. I said I'm sorry.
And what was your peak? Out of the
On my
whole thing?
peak, I think it was seeing the ram, because I got to see, like, I didn't get to see the ram with all of you guys. I got to see it alone. So it was like really scary, but just really like, I was like, am I seeing a ram? Because I was recording it, but then I would put the recorder down and I'd be like, oh my God, I'm seeing a ram, and this is like, it just was. I was like, oh my God, nature exists, and I get to watch it. I think that was like, that took the cake. And also cooking with you guys, like I got a new sense of confidence, and then I made things and people liked it.
It was amazing.
And I was like, oh my God. I was like, I can do stuff. I can be an adult. So yeah, that was my pit and my peak.
All right, so I just want your overall, Leo. First, give me your overall,
My overall
experience. Yeah.
So I think honestly, if I had to sum it up in all in one word, it'd be breathtaking. Like from beginning to end, honestly, from the road trip, like it was just I enjoyed the full time. Like I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, it was very, huh?
No, their driving fucking scares me, so.
No, but the thing is, like the part of a road trip, I think, is to, enjoy the actual road trip as well. Not just, when you get to your destination and then, rush back or whatever, but you're in it for, the full ride. So being able to, like, stop where we wanted or check out things where we wanted, because on our way there, we stopped by at night just to look at the stars in the middle of a forest, just to take it all in and to realize like how small we are, in this world, and not just this world, in the universe. Like it's breathtaking, it's crazy, but at the same time, being as small and insignificant as we may be, we also have a lot of power, and it's mind-blowing. So it's cool to be able to step out of like your routine and your constant, you're on the go all the time. So being able to like kind of put it all on pause for a second and just admire, everything for what it is that was like my overall, I think, experience or take home from that.
All right, and then your pit and your peak.
So my pit, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I really had a pit. Because like I said, I enjoyed it from the beginning to end. But maybe it was exploring more. I wish I would have, gone out more on our downtime. Because we did kind of spend most of the time at the snow mansion. But at the same time, like it was a semi-pit, I guess. Because while we were there, we were cooking most of the time. And I mean, I enjoy that, especially, having these two there.
And a big commercial kitchen to do it in, right?
That was amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was cool. So I think that would be my only pit, honestly, is just kind of going out and exploring more of New Mexico. But and then my peak would definitely be when we were on the very ledge of that canyon, because I don't know, it's I always jokingly say, if you're not risking your life, you're not living.
Oh, God.
But to a certain extent, I truly believe that, because there's something about, having that adrenaline that makes you, like, really feel alive. And then...
You mean like when you lost your lighter? Or...
and my glasses. But
and you always lost your phone? Was it your phone or your glasses?
No, my phone fell in the river.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, I forgot.
But I crawled under the fence
and her lighter went all the way down there.
Remember we were watching that?
Gone.
Oh my God.
R.I.P.
I was like, I was like, are they looking? Because Zoya specifically said, I'm walking away from you guys right now because I know you're gonna get me into trouble.
Yeah, every time I'm with them, like sin querer queriendo.
Not even 2 minutes after she walks away, I'm over here like I had climbed up on this fence to try and get a cool picture, and my glasses out of nowhere I had them right here, and they just fall over. And I look at Oscar, and he looks at me, and we're like, and then I'm like, I can't lose them. So like we both saw that there was like an opening underneath, and I wasn't gonna be able to climb over the fence without other people noticing. So I was like, all right, here we go. And so I went under, grabbed them, and then that's when I think you saw me, because I heard you yelling, Leo, Leo. I was like, shit.
I was like, let it go.
I was like, no, I got caught. And so I snatched them up real quick and then came right back up. But
I was just like, please don't fall.
I know, right? That's what I was thinking. I was like, damn, if she dies, it's going to put a damper on the trip.
That would be our
At
pit.
least I know people would miss me. No, but yeah, so that was definitely the peak, I think. Yeah. Being able to see that and admire that from like the closest point that you could get to it, I think.
The edge.
Yeah, literally living on the edge. But yeah.
All right, Oscar, your overall.
Overall, it was just amazing. It was like they said, since the beginning, since we left here, like we were joking. Zoya slept most of the way.
She really did. She didn't help us drive.
Listen, I need my beauty sleep, okay? No.
She woke up once because she had to pee, and that was...
Why you gotta put me on blast, Oscar?
Oh, and then one more when she got hungry.
Yeah.
Let's start to get something to eat.
That food was really good though.
It was.
It was really
Where'd y'all
good.
stop?
It's somewhere in Amarillo.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Not at that one place that was like all over the news, right?
I
Okay.
hope not.
I don't think so.
Oh no.
Are you messing with us?
No. There's a place in Amarillo that's like, it's called the Big Beaner, and it's owned by a white. It was owned by a white owner, and LULAC has been trying to get them to change it. There's a lot of Latinx community people trying to get them to like.
Been able to?
They will not. The guy refuses. He says that it's not disrespectful, and it's like, well, you don't know because that's not. Yeah.
That's my frustration, yeah. Like,
and he's already had like his windows busted out in it, and
No.
threats. No, nothing. He won't change it. Refuses.
God,
And it's a caricature too. Like, it's a big bean with a big like Pancho Villa mustache and sombrero.
Wow.
Yeah, very. Yeah.
No, we didn't stop there though.
That's good. I'm glad. Like,
No.
they're probably not vegan.
I forgot what it was called, but it was really, really good. She got some tacos, cauliflower tacos.
yeah.
Wow.
No,
So
they
good.
were mushrooms.
No,
Fried
yeah,
mushrooms?
mushroom tacos. Yeah, I was like, oh God. I was like, see, that's why I'm always like, maybe I could do this vegan stuff. And then I try to cook on my own, and I'm like, nope, fuck
We'll
it.
get you there,
Yeah.
we'll get you.
But yeah, so it was definitely amazing. Like Leo said, when we stopped. Like my thoughts when I heard of the trip in the first place was, I want to go look at the stars. Like that was my first thing, and like I even told her, I was like, the stars, like that's what I was looking forward to.
Yeah.
But yeah, like going there, like just
Yes. Sorry, homies. We're down here. Yes, sir. This happens a lot, y'all. Interruptions that happen during podcasts. Part 1. We're. Oh, he's gonna make an appearance. Mira, it's because people are yelling. Sorry.
Baby one.
Oh.
this is baby one.
Oh.
Hi.
Oh.
He gets grumpy. Yeah. So and my highlight was definitely at the canyon at night. Actually, when the stars showed up, we were sitting on that bench, and just just looking up, and then looking down at the canyon, like millions of years of history, like in the ground, and then you look up, and then you see the same millions of years of history, and it was absolutely breathtaking. Like at that moment, just makes you feel, like Leo said, how small you are, but then how significant you are to the people around you, especially when you're vibing. And I don't think there was anything I didn't like about it, other than the time we had to leave. Pretty much,
Yeah.
it was a really beautiful day. Snow.
It was snowy.
It came out of nowhere, like within a night. Like it was already all puffy, and I mean, just leaving at that point. Like I would have liked to stay a little longer for sure.
Y'all did miss out on the bouldering.
Aww.
We climbed on more
No me
rocks.
digas.
Don't tell us. I would have been all over.
Yeah, I was looking forward, like Soya said, I wanted some big hikes, like almost. Can I get up there? Like
I didn't
We
want
did climb
to.
our tree though.
we did
It
find
was
a tree
little
to climb. Yeah.
I didn't want to kill y'all. The elevation is bad.
I mean,
Y'all felt it?
I've got 9 lives, Susana. Maybe 7 now, pero.
Yo digo que como 2.
I know. It was, I mean, like, I told y'all about how I almost killed Gus. Like, taking him up that one. But it was, like, our temperature is different. But I know that we had, there were a couple of people that had headaches and stuff because, it was nice out, so nobody was really drinking water as much as they should. So.
I mean,
That's on them.
yeah. Sounds like a personal problem.
Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really amazing for sure. I mean, just the like I said, trip, the people, and like even our time inside, it was just we were all bonding. Like we were all cracking jokes, just talking crap to each other.
Like siblings do,
Yeah.
It was like a family reunion. Because I mean, it had been a while since we all got together, like to just relax, just drop everything and relax. And then the fact that there was no signal over there,
That was really
It
nice.
it was so it was so great. Because like even if you wanted to reach out to your phone, like there's nothing there waiting for you. And
Wi-Fi wasn't that great?
there was. But
I'll
slow.
let
it
the
was
snow
slow.
mansion. No, I'm just kidding. Keep it up. No.
No, right? Yeah.
Soya was
Please
hooking up
don't
all
fix
the
it.
internet with her internet classes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my Zoom classes. They were like, "You're not gonna help us cook," and I was like, "No, I got Zoom class." I was like, "Shut up." I was like, "I want to learn," and they were like, "No." I was like, "Okay."
You got to smell a Ponderosa pine?
Oh yeah. Wait, which is not?
The one that smelled like candy?
Oh,
Butterscotch, yeah, he was
He
like-
says it didn't
I
smell
didn't
like
smell
butterscotch.
it.
I think his
Smell
nose
it.
is broken.
I think it
Yeah.
was the elevation or something.
It was Rona.
Yeah, that or Corona.
The Rona
maybe
got him.
was my sense of smell, maybe. But Leon smelled it.
Yeah, it was definitely
I have some
butterscotch. I
footage.
almost wanted to lick it. That's how good it smelled.
Yeah, it was like, I chose the hikes for specific reasons, mostly too because we had so many different like skill levels, and also like no matter what skill level you feel like you might be at, like we are what people in that area in Colorado would call flatlanders. You know, our elevation is not very high here, so you start getting up there and you're like, you feel like you have the Rona. And you're like, let me get a test real quick and check. But no, like I wanted to make sure that everybody had some experiences and we got to see some cool spots that, you know, would be like not a lot of people know about. Like that second day.
Yeah.
That
was awesome.
the Kiva, like us going there where across from SMU, and then the third day with down in the gorge, because most people go to, you know, where we were at the top where the bridges and everything. But like I told y'all, that was an accidental spot that I wound up that day with Val and us going like, And you got to drive it. Where was it? You or Christian?
It was Christian.
Yeah. And I told y'all like, hey, it's gonna be sketchy when we first get over there.
It definitely was. I have some footage of
Yeah.
recording, and you just see the edge getting like lower and lower.
In the curve.
Yeah.
Oh, so that area wasn't well known?
No, not really.
I was wondering because I was like, this doesn't look like it's been paved, or like, you know, I was like, it doesn't look like a lot of people walk here. But I was like, what the fuck do I know about it?
There's no traffic lights here.
Yeah.
All right.
And then that one man trying to see like, where are you from?
Yeah, I know, right? We just drove past him. I remember Bethany going, just drive. And I was like, but aren't we being rude?
No. It was funny because y'all didn't hear what the conversation was, but he stopped us. He's like, oh, where y'all from? Because he saw the Texas plates, and, you know, they've all been, some of the people have been kind of policing things because of groups, and, you know, rightfully so, because they want to make sure they're protecting their community. And he was like, where are you from? Where y'all at? And I was like, Arroyo Seco. He goes, with Texas plates, we have rentals. And he was like, okay. And,
I don't know.
I was being real vague, and Val was like, hey, I really like your scooter.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, thanks. You know, so then we go, and then she goes, fed into his ego real quick.
They always do.
Compliment a man and his toys, right? Oh, Scott.
See, you're the weaker sex in reality.
You know, in nature, like, typically the female versions of everything are always like bigger, and, you know, because of all the purposes that they have.
More capable?
Yeah, but then the male versions of things are always just very much like, I mean, think about like peacocks.
Losers.
Brighter. They have to, like, cardinals, that's another one. They have brighter colors, and that's basically all. Yeah, it's just aesthetics. That's it.
He does wear the gas jackets.
And the Gucci glasses. The Gucci glasses, you can't forget about those.
I did call you the Mexican Mr. Rogers, like, with your sweater.
You did.
Just don't start singing the song, it'll be weird.
We are in these little chairs.
Yeah.
I know, right? I mean, I fit perfectly. Okay, so,
Oh, now you do.
now I do. Now it's a good thing.
But no, I appreciate y'all coming, having fun. Look, we had fun.
Delicious.
It was,
Delicious.
Abuelita.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
And I made that vegan.
Oat milk.
Wow. I don't know about everything else being vegan, but like.
Bolillos.
That's okay. I get to enjoy it. Porque
Yeah.
I'm not there yet.
Shut you out right now.
That's why you don't have a mask.
Ah, that's hurtful. I haven't gotten my Latinx mask because they don't love me.
Not really part of us.
Damn. All right, I'm gonna go cry now.
You know, in my classroom, what did I tell you about why people cry? You can only cry if you're broken.
I'm broken. I've
Emotionally?
been broken. Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny
then
what
that's fine.
love does to you. I'm sorry.
Let's leave that for part 2.
Right?
Okay, yeah, I know, right?
All right, so like, tell me about near future. What are the plans for things? Like, anything coming up?
Actually, for Feed the Revolution, we got some things coming up. Hopefully here in the next month. Hopefully it'll help us grow a little more, and we really want to blow up. So, and I feel that like that's coming. So it's just a matter of time. But yeah, I can't tell you specifics
We got
right
something
now.
cooking.
But yeah, we got something in for sure. Well,
That's all you're giving me.
that's it.
Okay, that's fine.
That's
That's
a
fine.
preview.
Okay.
That's okay. I'll give you more. I'll make up for what
Just
they're
not on
saying.
camera, right?
Just not on
Okay.
camera.
Okay. No, so I don't know if y'all know this or not, but like next weekend, next Sunday, we're doing Dinosaur Valley State Park. So yeah, that's in Glen Rose. So it's a day trip. I'm gonna go stay Saturday and Sunday night, just because like we're also working on some footage stuff. Because I don't know if y'all know this or not, but EarthX TV is going to be doing like we're making a video for them. So it's a 3-minute video, and Chicana Nature is going to be featured, and all the shout outs. Yeah, I know, it's like wow, like all these things and only.
Oh, Drake! Now you like Drake, ¿verdad?
You know, I almost wore my Christmas sweater, my Christmas Drake sweater.
You have one?
Yeah.
I'm so jealous, man. I freaking love Drake. If you're seeing this, I'm single. I'm sorry. I had to shoot my shot somewhere.
I mean, go for it. You
Yeah,
know,
I know.
I don't ever shoot my shot. I told you, like the only thing I'm scared of are my feels.
It's fair. It's valid.
It's valid. Look at what this world
I
does
just
to us.
shove them, you know, under the carpet.
I just pretend I'm cool, and then I'm like, oh. Then I come back and tell all the people, and I'm like, yeah, this happened. It was weird. No spoilers.
Try creating a mason jar and then closing it.
Does it work?
Yeah.
I hear if you drown it with vodka, does it
Right
really
after you
well.
finish the moonshine.
It might come back up later in a way you didn't want it to come back up, pero
Yeah.
it's just you gotta.
Well, I don't think that helped earlier because I was having a Bloody Mary at the time.
Oh,
I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't strong enough.
yeah,
Probably not. Probably not. I didn't make it, so you know.
less Mary, more blood.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so dumb.
Maybe it should have been a Bloody Maria.
Bloody Maria.
Bloody Maria instead of a Bloody
A
Mary.
little more seasoning.
When you guys make your food truck, do it a Bloody Maria.
Oh,
They want a food truck eventually.
Yeah.
Spilling the beans
Ay,
too
güey,
soon.
chingada madre.
those are the goals, yeah.
But yeah, long-term goals.
Yeah. And then and then January. We have a trip in January.
I know, I'm so
I
down
sent
for
that to
that.
y'all.
Yeah. Well, you said it was December, I thought.
So I didn't, we're doing Dinosaur Valley. And then I have, I know it's your birthday. But then the following weekend, I still have to figure out what we're going to do because Molly told me that she's free. So we're going to go for a hike somewhere. I know, we're going to have to do it. And then, in January, we're doing Collin County Adventure Camp.
Oh, you did tell me about that. Okay.
Yep, and that's going to be the last weekend of January. So there's archery, high ropes, canoeing, and hikes with me.
I'm
That
down.
spells out Leo.
I was gonna say, like, all you had to hear was archery.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing all that in January, last weekend. And then trying to figure out the next one. So I kind of want to do Palo Duro because that was another request from somebody. And then Big Bend.
Oh,
Big Bend. So potentially in March.
Well, what
So I
about the
have to
Grand
do it.
Canyon?
Well, yeah.
Because
Yeah, we could do
I
that.
did a hike there, and I'm not a hiker like I told you, and damn, that elevation killed me.
Yeah.
I was like spinning everywhere.
Did you go down or were just
I went
along
down.
the rim?
I went down, and then as I was trying to go up, this family kept trying to talk to me, and I was like I was gasping for air, and I was like, stop asking me questions. And I was like, I can feel the saliva just pulling. So that definitely, I think that's what I was expecting on this trip, and I was like, I'm gonna die. I was like, it'll be fun, but I'm gonna die.
No, that would be terrible for my insurance.
Okay. I'm glad that's what you were thinking of.
I mean, also like the humans involved. Like, I would never want anything to happen to you. But also thinking about like, you know, Hot Springs, Arkansas, and a few other places that are closer, and including there's some caverns down in New Mexico, down in the southern part. So we went to northern, and then thinking about doing southern parts, because there's a lot of cool stuff there too. So just like trying to gauge things because of how, you know, how long it takes for you to get across Texas, and then like, you know, making sure that we use as much of our time valuably, because I know like travel time, and even though I know you love your road trips, I do too, but like, you know, it gets exhausting when people don't help out. Like I'm not gonna lie, Bethany, she saved the day on the way back. We got to Amarillo, and I was like,
Done.
I'm like, I can't anymore. And she's like, I got it. So then I woke up at some point. I know I was snoring, but she goes, no, I got you. And I'm like, oh, you didn't have to drive the rest of the way, but she did. Shout out to Bethany.
Listen, I stayed up on Oscar's way back. I provided entertainment. You're welcome, Oscar. Okay, yes, I had to, because I had to.
Yeah, she slept the whole.
Guys, it took me 3 times to pass my driver's test. Like, you really want me behind the wheel? I don't think so. Look at my car. It looks like it just got beat to shit. Like, there's dents everywhere.
I wouldn't wake up.
I wouldn't have been
Yeah. You'd finally get to sleep.
You're living on the edge right there.
If you're not living, right, Leah? If you're not risking it.
Damn, she got me.
She did. But thank y'all for being here and like being a part of the
Thank
the
you
movement
for having us.
Yeah.
And taking us on that trip, because none of that would have happened if you hadn't organized it all. So.
We wouldn't have been able to plan anything like that.
No.
No?
Look at us, we're a mess. We're only like holding it together because of this, like because of Latinx.
I mean, look at the time we got here.
That's not true. I showed up early. I showed up early. I showed up on time. I showed up a minute late. Yeah. Yeah. They're always getting me into trouble.
Technically, we're here.
Porque you guys are always getting me into trouble. Okay? That's fine.
You were too early?
Good trouble. The good kind of trouble.
We were here an hour early.
Yeah, we were here too early, so then, we were like.
I called them Susana. I was like, y'all better show up on time. And she was like, yeah. And I could hear in her voice that she wasn't going to. And I was like,
we were hungry.
I mean, it didn't help that, you know, the 2 people didn't see that we said 7:00 in the group text.
Yeah, it was like 6:30, right? She's like, no, we said 7. I was like, oh.
And it was a good thing that.
Well, honestly,
maybe I should have told you 6:30.
I do have a legitimate excuse for that. So you know how I mentioned that my phone fell into the river, so it doesn't make a sound anymore when I get messages, and it's random. It randomly decides to bing. Sometimes it doesn't, or vibrate. So I really don't. If like the phone's not on me, I don't know.
It's an excuse.
What's going on?
It's an excuse.
Justifications. Yeah.
Wow. I thought we were supposed to have each other's back.
No, but thank y'all really for coming out, and I'm glad that you were able to see snow.
Yes. Honestly, that was one of the things that I wanted from this trip.
Yes. No. Can't wait for the next one.
Me too. I'm so excited.
Get y'all going. But thank you again. Don't forget to take the pod. Shout out to Vera's Bakery. We'll tag them in all the things. Do it. If there's some left, I don't know if Zoya left any. She left a little.
Mira, that's what happens when you show up on time. So next time, now you know.
All right, peace, everybody. Thank you so much for paying attention to us for at least like the 53 minutes. Bye.
Bye.